I would say my ultimate goal is to create imagery with a perfectly balanced blend of reality, beauty, and intrigue. Shortly after I first began shooting, I asked myself a very difficult question. I said, do I genuinely believe that if I pursue this with everything that I have, that I can eventually become one of the top 5% of all wedding photographers in the whole world? I think the goal is to never really arrive there. What is of great value is the pursuit of becoming the best in the world at anything. The mentality that's required to take those steps and be the best, to never stop learning and constantly be pushing the envelope creatively and becoming better and improving your skills and your practice. That pursuit guides every decision I make with my work. From the lighting in a particular frame, to the lenses I choose for a certain image, all the way down to the packages that I offer. One of the reasons that wedding photography became so interesting to me was because honestly, I just saw so many terrible wedding photos that I felt like I just had to do something about it. It was like, these poor people are getting married and having beautiful weddings, and they have no idea what they're going to be left with when they come back from their honeymoon and discover that their wedding doesn't look good, even though it was good. When I first considered shooting weddings, I was a full-time action sports photographer, shooting everything from high school basketball games and gymnasiums, all the way up to professional soccer, shooting in the Prudential Center. The skill set that I developed by being immersed in action sports photography and shooting hundreds of thousands of frames over the course of a few years, that has become invaluable to me as a professional wedding photographer now. The parallels may not seem so obvious at first, but think about it like this and you'll start to see. How would you describe the images from Sports Illustrated? The images themselves are brilliantly clear, tack sharp. They have shallow depth of field to separate their subject from the background. Those behind the camera have an incredible sense of timing, technical mastery. Their understanding of lighting and composition is top-notch, even in tough situations like gymnasiums, which are incredibly similar to lighting reception halls. And yet they're still able to produce beautiful, candid imagery without ever leaving the sidelines. The athletes don't even know they're there. They're unobtrusive. And the same runs true with a wedding. There are so many interactions and relationships and moments that happen on a wedding day when you bring together all the people that you love and care about into one spot for one day. Most other wedding photographers don't share this action sports background. They learn from other wedding photographers or studio photographers who are used to having control over the lighting and the technical elements as well as their people. And they have plenty of time to capture the images and create exactly what they want. To be a wedding photographer and come in and create something instead of simply capturing what is a totally different approach, and you wind up with these stale and stiff images that might be technically correct, but there's no passion in them. There's no real emotion at the time. When you're looking at your pictures later, what you're going to remember is simply what happened and what you looked like. You won't remember how you felt. And that's really my goal, is at the end of the day that you can look at your imagery and remember exactly how you were feeling at that moment. That's the power of photography and cinema, and that's exactly the reason that me and my team are there for you. I would love to get the chance to just meet with you, sit down, grab a cup of coffee, find out more about your creative preferences and how I can be of service to you on the most important day of your life. My name is Dan Salvo, and I am so excited to become your photographer.